Hi, I'm Michael. Welcome to another episode.
I'm Brooke too, and this is Maker's Workshop. No, maybe there's a chance that you've been in
the woods? Have you ever been in the woods and found yourself without a bottle of wood glue? And worst case scenario, have you been in the woods and found yourself with type 1 wood glue?
Oh no.
When you should have had type 3 wood glue?
What are you gonna do? Sounds like a mess.
You are not going to put glue on the tree. If you have the wrong wood glue. So let's talk about wood glue and what type you want for what thing.
We said thing.
I know, thing.
Okay.
Thing.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's talk about type 1, 2, and 3. To get right to it, the difference between glues is the level of water resistance.
Type 1 is not water resistant. Type 2 is, and type 3 is heavy duty water resistant, or more or less waterproof.
But if type 3 is obviously the best, why would anyone bother picking 1 or 2? It's a right tool for the right situation type of thing.
You're making something for indoor use that you don't expect to be exposed to water, like a mallet or cabinet. You probably don't need type 2 or 3. Sticking with 1 is just fine because it's cheaper, it dries quickly, and is easy to clean up because, again, it's not water resistant.
Lots of cabinetry and musical instruments are made using type 1.
Type 2 is used for lightly moist situations.
Ew. Kitchenware, cutting boards, and spoons.
Like kitchenware, cutting boards, and spoons, and trays, and so on.
Trays? These are moist? These are items that are not going to be exposed to large amounts of water at one time. Type 2 is also a bit cheaper than type 3 in general, and the Titebond 3 is in fact a bit of an overkill amount of water resistance.
Type 3 is the glue to use for external use. If you're making an outdoor table that could see like heavy rain or a canoe or something, you should consider type 3 for the job.
Last year I did a sign for a local business using upcycled flooring. I used Titebond 3 for all of those glue ups in addition to a heavy-handed coat of poly over the top of everything. The sign needed to be able to stand up to the elements. It's a bit more expensive, but under heavy water exposure it just holds up a lot better than the other two types. A year out, it's been out being exposed to rain, wind, snow, ice, sleet, hail, and it still looks as good as new.
Another feature of type 3 that we often consider when choosing it is that it has a longer drying time. So for more complex glue-ups that may take a bit longer to position and clamp, type 3 is the most forgiving for adjusting and re-gluing as needed.
One point to explicitly clarify is that all 3 types make a solid joint on wood. The types do offer an increased PSI of strength to joints, but for all of them, the joint itself is generally stronger than the wood itself.
Or in other words, if you were to drop your piece off a cliff, the part that's going to break is more likely to be the wood itself, not the joint where the wood glue is.
Types of wood glue.
There you have it.
Hopefully this demystifies things a little bit for you when you're choosing what to use for your next glue up.
Let us know in the comments below if there is a topic that you want to see on a future Maker 101, and then also click the subscribe button if you enjoyed this.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I see you in there. I don't think you've clicked the subscribe button yet. What are you waiting for?